that include Dyersville, Epworth, Farley, Piasta, Earlville, New Vienna, Holy Cross, Luxembourg.
Good afternoon, everybody. We're starting off with a traffic jam
Park, Cottage Hill, New Line Park,
because this guy in the tractor is not letting anybody by. So we're starting off with a traffic jam today. Welcome to the live stream. We're in Wisconsin. Hopefully everything's functioning. Guess I should probably check that. Tractor. Yep. We're in the vicinity of Dump Road also. FYI. We've got a severe thunderstorm warning off to our west in Dubuque, well, west of Dubuque, and we got to get moving here. This is very rare in Wisconsin to have a line of probably 15 cars all together here, and the tractor not pull over. Usually these farmers will pull over when there's 15 cars and let you by, but this guy's not having any of that today. He's going to get to where he's going at 15 miles an hour and 45, god darn it, and he don't give a crap about anybody behind him. So, more power to you, man, I guess. Whatever. I say that politely because we appreciate our farmers on this channel, but keep in mind, folks, I also grew up on a farm, and when I was taking a wide load or a slow-moving load down the lane, I was always taught you pull over and let people by when there's like 15 cars behind you. That's how you make good neighbors. All right, he's turning good. Fantastic. Now you gotta get the milk truck to get the hell out of the way here, and then we're good. Looks like our traffic jam is subsiding here. All right, now we just gotta get Mr. Subaru to get moving here, and we're good to go. Got this severe thunderstorm warning out there just west of Dubuque. We are here. Yes, I was in Colorado yesterday. Good observation. That's correct. New radar scan coming in. This is a severe thunderstorm warning for a 60-mile-per-hour wind gust, a possible tornado, and hail to the size of nickels. I don't see anything on radar Omega here that's got me concerned. There is this kind of broad mesocyclone thing there going on, but nothing here is really that terribly interesting. But regardless, I was actually about to cancel the stream because nothing was happening. But I thought, well, no, we'll go live. We better go live. So even if it's only for an hour. So thanks for joining, everybody. Just really being all over the place here this past week. Yeah, I sleep plenty. Everybody keeps telling me I need to rest and go to bed, and I don't know why, because like last night I stopped for 7.5 hours. I have no idea. Like for some reason everybody thinks that I just stay awake all the time. I don't know why. It's good time management. That's all it is. Good time management. Oh yeah, I was about to cancel because everything out here looks like shit. In fact, this storm looks like shit, but it's severe warned, so we might as well go take a look at it. Let's go see how shitty it is. And Corey aren't streaming today. I am definitely streaming, Anita. We are definitely streaming. I am definitely live right now. I promise. This is not fake. This is not recorded. This is absolutely a live stream. I'm about to lose it, guys. We're doing 49 and a 55 again. I gotta get around this guy. Holy smokes. Oh, now he's flooring it. Must have knew we were about to pass. Little cell merger. Well, actually, I don't know if I'd really call it a merge. More like a little cell interaction about to go on here. Probably going to kill it. Probably not going to do anything, but we're getting close. We'll go sit just east of Dubuque and wait for this thing to cross the river. of lightning being shown on the Radar Omega screen here, so it's quite a bit of lightning in this storm. It means this thing could be intensifying.
Minor damage to outdoor objects is possible. Locations impacted include Dyersville, Edwards, Farley, Piasta, Earlville, New Vienna, Holy Cross, Luxembourg.
Some of you folks might recognize this road here. We take that road to get to Dump Road. Take a left there and you can get right to Dump Road. Some of you may remember that live stream. You're in Platteville. I wouldn't be worried, but you should be paying attention. I think this will stay south of you, though. I wouldn't be like frightened or anything, but I would definitely be paying attention to this storm.
Remain alert for a possible tornado. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. If you spot a tornado, go at once into the basement or small central room in a sturdy structure. Here is a special weather statement. For the following counties in Iowa, Delaware, and Dubuque, at 2:21 p.m.
Yeah, today's going to be a really low-end day.
Strong thunderstorm near New Vienna, or 13 miles east of Manchester.
The biggest reason I came over here, folks, is that southwest Oklahoma looks good today. Well, southwest Oklahoma, and Altus area. Honestly, that's where I should have been, and it was an equal drive time there. But last night, in my opinion, Wisconsin looked better. So that's why I came over here and not down there. But then this morning when I woke up, Oklahoma, Texas looked better. And I'm like, well, shit. And I was in Des Moines, so it was way too late to change my mind. That's okay. We'll see what we can find today. Probably nothing, but at least we're here. This is probably going to be like the shortest live stream ever. There's some stuff over by Janesville and Rockford, Beloit, but I'm really not that interested in that stuff. It seems like the stuff that's forming out ahead of this cluster by Dubuque just isn't doing very well. None of this at all is doing very well, but I think this storm by Dubuque might have a shot at being most interesting here out of the group. The visibility when you get down into this region down here is really piss poor because of the you're getting close to the Mississippi River, and you got lots of trees and hills and bluffs and stuff. So really our game plan with this is probably going to be stay on the Wisconsin side of the river. Crossing over into Dubuque is going to be worthless because by the time we get crossed over and by the time we get out of the trees, we're not going to have this storm's going to be passed and it'll be in Wisconsin already anyway. So we'll just be a little patient with it, but I don't even know what to think of this one, people. It doesn't look very good, but it is severe warned for 60-mile-an-hour winds. So they do say tornado possible on it. We've got the only severe warning on the board right now, at least in this area. Slight risk for severe weather is in effect. Might be able to get a visual once we get out of this town here. Thanks for joining, everyone. Appreciate our audience being here today. If you're new here, seethestorm.net. Got links to all of our social media platforms there, and ways you can support the channel. Just a kind of a synopsis for the week. I think this week's going to be a little bit slow. I think tomorrow is probably going to be a down day, probably. That may change, but probably going to be a down day. And then Wednesday, probably nothing on Wednesday. Thursday will probably be a travel day. I think Thursday, Friday, Saturday, somewhere in that time frame, we're going to need to be back out near Amarillo, Lubbock area out there. Looks like the moisture return and everything should be sufficient in the high plains and the Texas Panhandle for us. So this will be a quick turnaround. I've got to stop and get fuel up here because we are running low. I've not gotten fuel since Nebraska. We are below a quarter. Man, this storm looks like crap. I wonder if the southern part of this storm's taking over. See there on the radar loop, it almost looks like that little cell collision that's happening down there south of Epworth. This region here might be taking over. Maybe it'll end up being this region back here that's dominant. Starting to see the clouds from it. Oh boy, clouds. Wow, clouds, everybody. Everybody, we've got clouds in the sky. Right now. It's actually happening now. We have clouds, so big whoop. Sorry, when we've seen the storms that we've seen over the past couple of weeks, it's hard to get excited about a dark cloud, but if we all try our best, maybe it'll be something interesting. I think we need to get Brady back out here. Start yelling at the clouds. Maybe something will happen. Start moving south. I don't know if I want to go through Hazel Green or if we want to stay somewhere just north of Hazel Green. I'm not convinced yet. I have no idea why that guy's pulling over. I'm not 100% sure what I want to do here yet. I think this is the storm to be on. I don't really like those ones over there in like Rock County. They look they've been kind of struggling all day, but they're starting to get organized. But they're moving so fast, by the time they get organized, they'll be damn near to frickin' Conomowoc or Milwaukee or something. These over here are moving quickly, but we've got a good road network here in southern Wisconsin and northern Illinois in this area, so we should be able to be a little bit more manageable with them. Try to get you pointed over that direction over there. But yeah, we're here. Colorado yesterday, Wisconsin today, Texas Panhandle later in the week probably. That is an incredible feat for being remote. Well, thank you. We stream 15 megabit per second, 1080 60 FPS. Granted, when the signal's good. When the signal starts getting crappy, it can go as low as half a megabit, but we push some data. Some freaking Hazel Green cops sitting up here again, I betcha. Stop at this fuel station up here and get gas. I have a feeling if we don't get it now, we might be in trouble. Thanks for your super chats, folks. No, I don't expect anything crazy today. This is probably kind of a laid-back chase. I'm just being honest with you. No hype. Not going to lie to you guys. Not going to scream, "Oh my God, it's a tornado!" every time we pass a tree. I mean, we might yell at the lightning, but, you know, that's about it. But I really don't, I don't have high hopes for today, but there's been a lot of days that I didn't have high hopes for, and they ended up producing really photogenic, pretty storms, and sometimes even tornadoes. So, you never know, guys. And we're here, so we might as well see what we can do. It's one of those towns that get pulled over for window tint. I am going to pull in up here, though, and get fuel. It's kind of expensive at this station, but we need to get it. Can I get in? Yeah, there's an open pump.
You're listening to NOAA Weather Radio Station WXL64 in Dubuque.
Right, we will quickly get fuel. If the pump is slow, there's plenty of fuel stations in this area. I just don't want to run out on the way to a better one.
At 2:55 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from Balltown to Farley, moving east at 25 miles an hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles an hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Dubuque, Asbury, Dyersville, Epworth, Farley, Piasta, New Vienna, Holy Cross, Luxembourg, Rickersville, Sherrill, Centralia, Balltown, Bankston, Durango, Graff, Bankston Park, Cottage Hill, New Wine Park, and Wapleton. Remain alert for a possible tornado.
Getting the Insta360 camera ready just in case.
If you spawn a tornado, go at once into the basement or small central room in a sturdy.
They've raised this up to 1-inch hail now.
You're listening to NOAA Weather Radio Station WXL64 in Dubuque. The current time is 3:02 p.m. Central Daylight Time. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 3:15 p.m. for northwestern Dubuque and east central Delaware counties. At 2:55 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from Balltown to Farley, moving east at 25 miles an hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles an hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. Hail damage to vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Dubuque, Asbury, Dyersville, Epworth, Farley, Piasta, New Vienna, Holy Cross, Luxembourg, Rickersville, Sherrill, Centralia, Balltown, Bankston, Durango, Graff, Bankston Park, Cottage Hill, New Wine Park, and Wapleton. Remain alert for a possible tornado. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. If you spot a tornado, go at once into the basement or small central room in a sturdy structure. Take cover now. You're listening to NOAA.
Alright, that's enough fuel. Freaking rich people fuel. It's like $3.50. Screw that. So we'll just, that's plenty. We've got 3/4 of a tank. We'll get it cheaper somewhere else. This part of the state's all expensive. Possible hail size there up to 1 inch. It was nickel size, but now it's quarter size. I don't really see much in the area of rotation or anything, though. Nothing really to be too concerned about at the moment, other than this guy stopping here.
Dyersville, Epworth, Farley, Piasta, New Vienna, Holy Cross, Luxembourg, Rickersville, Sherrill, Centralia, Balltown.
Appreciate everybody joining today.
Graff, Bankston Park, Cottage Hill, New Wine Park, and Wapleton. Remain alert for a possible tornado.
Slight risk for severe thunderstorms remains in effect for the area.
If you spot a tornado, go at once into the basement or small central room in a sturdy structure. Take cover now. You're listening to NOAA Weather Radio Station WXL64 in Dubuque. The current time is 3:04 p.m. Central Daylight Time.
see if they extend this warning, because our storm's going to be moving out of the polygon soon. They actually just downgraded this down to 3/4 inch hail, so they're kind of all over the place with this thing right now. Not sure what to think of it.
A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 3:15 p.m. for northwestern Dubuque and eastern Delaware counties. At 3:04 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along the line extending from Finley's.
Let's see if we can see any sort of structure with this. Once we get just west of Hazel Green here, we should have a visual on it.
60 miles an hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail. Expects damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Dubuque, Asbury, Dyersville, Edwards, Farley, Piasta, Holy Cross, Rickersville, Sherrill, Centralia, Balltown, Bankston, Durango, Graff, Bankston Park, Cottage Hill, Finley's Landing Park, Wapaton, Planerville, and 5 Points. Take cover now. You're listening to NOAA Weather Radio Station WXL 64 in Dubuque. The current time is 3:06 p.m. Central Daylight Time.
All right, once we get over this hill, we should have a visual in there, hopefully. It's going to be picking a hilltop at this point.
At 3:04 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along the line extending from Finley's Landing Park to Edwards, winds at 25 miles an hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles an hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail. Expects damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Dubuque, Asbury, Dyersville, Edwards, Farley, Piasta, Holy Cross, Rickersville, Sherrill, Centralia, Balltown, Bankston, Durango, Graff, Bankston Park, Cottage Hill, Finley's Landing Park, Wapaton, Planerville, and 5 Points. Take cover now. You're listening to NOAA Weather.
I almost wonder if they're going to dump this warning.
The current time is 3:07 p.m. Central Daylight Time. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 3:15 p.m. for northwestern Dubuque and
This
eastern
might be a good spot to stop. Looks like we've got a visual.
3:04 p.m. Severe thunderstorms were located along the line extending from Finley's Landing.
Yeah, we'll stop here.
Moving east at 25 miles an hour.
There's just not too many places to get a good view looking over there from up here, but we'll pass here because I want to get past this little hill here on the left.
Siding and trees. Locations impacted include Dubuque, Asbury, Dyersville, Edwards, Farley, Piasta, Holy Cross, Rickersville, Sherrill,
It's kind of an unfavorable part of the state here for this.
Durango, Graff, Bankston Park, Cottage Hill, Finley's Landing Park, Wapaton, Planerville, and 5 Points.
Let's see if I can get a better view with the roof camera.
You're listening to NOAA Weather Radio Station WXL 64 in Dubuque.
And we'll full screen everything
The
here.
current time is 3:08 p.m. Central Daylight Time. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 3:15 p.m. for northwestern Dubuque and eastern Delaware counties. At 3:04 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along the line extending from Finley's Landing Park to Edwards, moving east at 25 miles an hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles an hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail. Expects damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Dubuque, Asbury, Dyersville, Edwards, Farley, Piasta, Holy Cross, Rickersville, Sherrill, Centralia, Balltown, Bankston, Durango, Graff, Bankston Park, Cottage Hill, Finley's Landing Park, Wapaton, Planerville, and 5 Points. Take cover now. You're listening to NOAA Weather Radio Station WXL 64 in Dubuque. The current time is 3:09 p.m. Central Daylight Time.
All right, folks, we are just going to sit here for a minute. There is absolutely no reason to jump on this.
At 3:04 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along the line extending from Finley's Landing Park to
It's actually possible that this could be it for the day. I don't know. We'll see what happens here.
60 miles an hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail. Expects damage to roofs, siding.
This thing's not moving that fast. What's the warning has it moving at 25 miles an hour.
Farley, Piasta, Holy
I'm
Cross,
actually surprised it's moving that slow.
Centralia, Balltown, Bankston, Durango, Graff, Bankston Park, Cottage Hill, Finley's Landing.
Got 6 minutes until the warning expires. I'm interested to see if they issue a new warning on it or not.
You're listening to NOAA Weather Radio Station WXL 64 in Dubuque. The current time is 3:10 p.m. effect until 3:15 p.m. for northwestern Dubuque and eastern Delaware counties. At 3:04 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from Fenley's Landing Park to Edworth, moving east at 25 miles an hour. Expected hazards include 60
Not much structure. You can't even really see a whole lot to this. It's really a big rain blob right now.
entries. Locations impacted include Dubuque, Asbury, Dyersville,
So this part here might need a severe thunderstorm warning,
Centralia,
but they seem to be holding off on that for right now.
Bankston Park, Cottage Hill, Finley's Landing Park, Wapaton, Latterville in 5 points. Take cover now. You're listening to NOAA Weather Radio Station WXL.
I think, oh yeah, God forbid you use your service brakes, but I think our little cell merger or little cell interaction here, when this collided with the big blob, I think that really kind of temporarily hurt it. You can see there in the radar loop. It's not as organized. It's probably going to reorganize, but it's going to take it a little bit of time. See if we can pick out anything on velocity. Maybe. Maybe a rotating updraft, very broad, slowly rotating updraft, or a new mesocyclone there over Epworth. Let's see, has that been there? Yep, here's the old one. You can see this old one up here. Got the new one here.
Take cover now. You're listening to NOAA Weather Radio Station WXL 64 in Dubuque. The current time is 3:12 p.m. Central Daylight Time. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect for northwestern Dubuque and eastern Delaware counties. At 3:04 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from Fenley's Landing Park to Edworth, moving east at 25 miles an hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles an hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail. Expects damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Dubuque, Asbury, Dyersville, Epworth, Farley, Piasta, Holy Cross, Rickardsville, Sherrill, Centralia, Balltown, Bankston, Durango, Graff, Bankston Park, Cottage Hill, Finley's Landing Park, Wapaton, Latterville in 5 points. Take cover now. You're listening to NOAA Weather Radio Station WXL 64 in Dubuque. The current time is 3:12 p.m. Central Daylight Time. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 3:15 p.m. for northwestern Dubuque and eastern Delaware counties.
Okay, guys, we'll see what this thing does. The problem is, like, God, we are, let's see, we're about 15 miles from Epworth, so about 20-25 minutes before that area gets here. I would love to go to Janesville, but there's really nothing of note happening in Janesville right now.
Asbury, Dyersville, Epworth, Farley, Piasta, Holy Cross, Rickardsville, Sherrill, Centralia, Balltown, Bankston, Durango, Graff, Bankston Park, Cottage.
Just a bunch of heavy rain in Janesville.
In 5 points.
We have a severe thunderstorm warning that's about to expire out here, but I think our storm out here has a little bit more of a chance of doing something because the atmosphere between here and like Madison may have had a little bit of a chance to recover here. Might be some instability.
Thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 3:15 p.m. for northwestern Dubuque and eastern Delaware counties. At 3:04 p.m., severe thunderstorms were located along a line extending from Fenley's Landing Park to Edworth, moving east at 25 miles an hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles an hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail. Expects damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Dubuque, Asbury, Dyersville, Epworth, Farley, Piasta, Holy Cross, Rickardsville, Sherrill, Centralia, Vault. This broadcast originates from the National Weather Service Office in the Quad Cities and is transmitted on a frequency of 162.4 megahertz from near Keeler, Wisconsin. The coverage area includes the following counties: Carroll, Clayton,
Maquoketa? You guys should be south of this. Yeah, this is all north of you in Maquoketa. I wouldn't be worried about this.
Jones, and Lafayette. You're listening to NOAA Weather Radio Station WXL 64 in Dubuque. The current time is 3:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time. A
Yeah, really the only, yeah, they dropped the warning on this. I'm not surprised. Everything right now is kind of crap. Any area of interest that forms is probably going to track maybe just south of the Wisconsin-Illinois state line. So if we highlight an area, maybe this area here, if anything interesting happens, which we'd be watching maybe in this Epworth area. Do we have anything popping up on velocity now? Not really. I mean, I acknowledge this, our little mesocyclone may be trying to form, but man, it's got a long way to go if it's going to happen. So we'll see what it can do here. It's like watching paint dry sometimes out here, but can't do a whole lot about it. I want to stay close to our south option, which is going to be Highway 80, which turns into 84 in Illinois. So we may need to drop south. Mineral Point, yeah, you're fine. This will probably stay south of you. You've got a strong shower to the north, but that's about it. Yeah, Dubuque, this is like right over you. It's about to dump rain. That's what we're looking at right now, just from about 10 miles away. And again, folks, if you're just joining, the reason that I can't just drive right up to this thing's going to be over Dubuque, and the visibility there sucks. We're better off just waiting here a few minutes till something happens. Platteville, yeah, we had somebody from Platteville in here earlier. I wouldn't be worried about Platteville. This just heavy rain. This should all stay south of there. They don't even have a severe warning on this right now. So yeah, anyway. There might be a bit of a base visible under there. Hold on here. Let me try to... Oh, shit. Let me try to zoom in on this, see if I can make this work. Hold on, everybody. Focus. No, not on the windshield. Hold on. Sorry, somebody's gonna get so dizzy from this. I apologize. See a bit of a... There may be a little bit of a ragged updraft base there. Flash flood warning issued.
Quad Cities has issued a flash flood warning for southeastern Delaware County, Dubuque County, western Joe Davies County until 9:15 p.m. At 3:18 p.m., Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rain across the warned area. Between 0.5 and 2.5 inches of rain have fallen. Additional rainfall amounts of 0.5 to 1.5 inches are possible in the warned area. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. Expected hazards include flash flooding caused by thunderstorms. Radar.
There might be a bit of a this could be a shelf cloud right here, guys.
Urban areas, highways,
Starting to come out of the weeds.
as well as other poor drainage and low
Really low contrast.
Some locations that will experience flash flooding include Dubuque, Asbury, Dyersville, Epworth.
Was that flash flood warning?
Farley, Piasta, Earlville, Delhi, New Vienna, Worthington, Holy Cross, Luxembourg, Rickardsville, Sherrill, Delaware, Centralia, Sageville, Balltown, and Bankston. Turn around. Don't drown when encountering flooded roads. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. Be aware of your surroundings and do not drive on flooded roads. In hilly terrain, there are hundreds of low water crossings which are potentially dangerous in heavy rain. Do not attempt to cross flooded roads. Find an alternate route. Repeating, a flash flood.
We might be about to have a shelf cloud come into view here. I think that might be a shelf.
In Iowa, Delaware, and Dubuque, and Joe Davies.
Maybe we are going to get something pretty today. I don't know. Kind of surprised to see the flash flood warning.
The severe thunderstorm warning.
Yeah, for heavy rain. Is it radar? It's just radar indicated, so there's not necessarily any reports of flash flooding yet. I was just surprised I didn't realize we were dumping that much rain.
Therefore, the warning will be allowed to expire. However, gusty winds and heavy rain are still possible with these thunderstorms. The National Weather Service in the Quad Cities has issued a flash flood warning for southeastern Delaware County, Dubuque County, western Joe Davies County until 9:15 p.m. At 3:18 p.m., Doppler radar indicated thunderstorms producing heavy rain across the Warren area.
Thinking about 3 or 4 minutes, we might have a visual on a really pretty looking shelf cloud.
Additional rainfall amounts of 0.5 to 1.5 inches are possible in the Warren area. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. Expected hazards include flash flooding caused by thunderstorms. Radar. Flash flooding of small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways.
Thunder happening now.
As well as other poor drainage and low-lying areas. Some locations that will experience flash flooding include Dubuque, Asbury, Dyersville, Epworth, East Dubuque, Farley, Piasta.
Maybe we should backtrack like a half a mile to that road where we hit the Park Road or Park Lane, whatever it is. Get up on the... Let's do that. Let's go get on this high-ass elevation out here. If we go a half mile back the other direction, we can sit up even higher. Oh, there goes everything in the passenger seat. Awesome. Took that corner a little hard. Right here. Dead end. Good. Means few cars. See if there's a way we can just perch on top of this hill without blocking all the traffic. No. Yeah, massive shelf cloud over there, guys. Holy smokes. I'll have to turn around here. Hopefully this van gets a move on here. Come on, bud. Come on. We'll move on. Come on. Come on. We don't bite. Come on. There we go. Christ on a cracker. Let's go back to that field driveway.
That will experience flash flooding include Dubuque, Asbury, Dyersville, Epworth, East Dubuque, Farley, Piasta, Earlville, Delhi, New Vienna, Worthington, Holy Cross, Luxembourg, Rickardsville, Sherrill, Delaware, Centralia, Sageville.
Yeah, we got a beautiful shelf cloud over here, guys. We're gonna get it. I saw a field driveway that'll work for us here. Let me sneak over there. You might start to see that shelf cloud there on camera by the horizon. If not, we'll zoom in on it here, guys. As it gets closer, it'll be more apparent. this planet over here, so I don't want to drive into it.
And the pressure was 29.68 inches and falling.
Hold on here.
Close to home. Cedar Rapids, partly sunny and 86.
See if we can turn around.
Mineral Point 73. Monticello 81. Oline 82. Prairie du Chien 73.
See that? Is that fixed? Sorry guys, I had no idea. I'm sorry. Sorry about that, folks. I had no idea that happened.
Are you seeing anything interesting out here?
Sorry guys. Are we good? Let me know in the chat. Are we good? There is our shelf cloud. Really, really pretty looking shelf cloud out here. Not the best one I've ever seen, but I'll count it.
Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. Expected hazards include flash flooding caused by thunderstorms, radar, flash flooding of small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets, and underpasses, as well as other poor drainage and low-lying areas. Some locations that will experience flash flooding include...
Yeah, we're just west of Hazel Green watching this shelf cloud roll in. Yeah, up here in the Midwest, you see a lot of shelf clouds like this. Seems like every storm's got one. That's all we ever get up here is shelf clouds, which are pretty. I think I'm going to zoom the camera out. Give you a little wider shot. Yeah, there might be some strong winds behind this, but there's no warning on it. I don't think there's going to be. Our next move might be just to drop south a little ways into, God forbid, Illinois. Oh, jeez. Help. Really low contrast looking shelf cloud, though. It's hard to see a lot of detail in it. Everything's just gray. But that's alright. We'll take it. It counts. Might even throw the time lapse up. What else does Wisconsin have in store today? Probably nothing. This is probably the event right here. What county is Hazel Green? We're at the Grant and Lafayette County line. It's pretty. That's about it. I probably should take a picture of it so we can prove we were here. Alright, I'll take a picture of it real quick. I guess. Whoop-de-doo. Hold on, I'll be right back. Wow, what a breathtaking photo. Just kidding. It's kind of shitty. It's kind of crappy, but you know what? At least we're here, right? Shelf? Or, well, no, that's just a shelf cloud. It's kind of ragged looking, too. If there were really strong winds behind this, we would see, it probably wouldn't look as ragged. It wouldn't look as ragged. They have a more smooth, kind of sharp-looking appearance.
Pencil, you're responding to the intersection of Rose Street and Walnut Street. It's going to be for a tree that has fallen and is laying on a power line.
Whoa, buddy. Jesus. Christ on a cracker. Alright, we'll zoom all the way out now. Let's get close. Here's a wide view. Oh, something's getting issued.
The National Weather Service in the Quad Cities has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Joe Daviess County, central Dubuque County, until 4 p.m. At 3:30 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over Asbury or over Dubuque, moving east at 30 miles an hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles an hour wind gusts and nickel-size hail. Expect damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Dubuque, Asbury, East Dubuque, Peosta, Menominee, Centralia, Sageville, Durango, Swiss Valley Park, Lock and Dam 11, Key West, Edmore, Rockdale, Mines of Spain, Dubuque County Fairgrounds, and Center Grove. Take cover now.
Severe thunderstorm warning in the northwest corner of Daviess County until 4 p.m. Authority National Weather Service. County clear at 3:33.
So they have issued a severe thunderstorm warning for this storm. I'll put that up on screen here. Hold on 1 second. I'm going to sit here as long as possible so that we can get maybe a nice time lapse off this or something. I'll have to get moving here before too long, though. It is severe warned. 60 mile per hour wind.
Repeating, Joe Daviess County under a severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 4 p.m. Affected will be the northwestern corner of Joe Daviess County. Authority National Weather Service. County is clear at 3:34.
Give you a panning shot of this thing. See all the detail in her.
Maryville Drive. Time out. 15:35.
Someone down in District 4 explained them the situation. They were going to try and contact someone from the cleaning garage to see if they can get someone out there.
Yeah, it is a pretty view.
Go ahead. Public Works has been notified. They're going to get a crew up that way.
Okay. We don't need a line. This is a telecommunications line that the tree is falling on top of. Everything else looks stable and intact.
Oh, thank you.
And they just issued a severe thunderstorm warning for, is it Rock County?
Do not attempt to cross.
Yeah, Rock County.
Do not attempt to cross weathered roads. Cross weathered roads. The National Weather Service in Milwaukee-Sullivan has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northwestern Walworth County.
I think we may have just got a severe thunderstorm warning.
36 p.m. Central Daylight Time.
Yep, we did. We just got a
The
severe
following
warning.
is a summary of watches, warnings, and
Didn't you see that little storm go south of La Crosse? I mean, that's way out of our range. But how it's got that little hook.
Yeah, I'm monitoring.
The National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Grant County until 4 p.m. At 3:36 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over Dubuque, moving east at 35 miles an hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles an hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail. Expect damage to roofs, siding, and trees. This severe thunderstorm will be near Hazel Green around 3:50 p.m. Cuba City around 3:55 p.m. Other locations impacted by this severe thunderstorm include Lewisburg, Keeler, Lock and Dam 11, Cincinnati, Sandy Hook, and Georgetown. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building.
This is Grant County with an alert of the Emergency Management Alert System. The National Weather Service in La Crosse has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Grant County until 4 p.m. Hazards are 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, penny-sized hail. The severe thunderstorm should be near Hazel Green at 3:50 and Cuba City around 3:55. Southeastern Grant County is under a severe thunderstorm warning until 4 p.m.
You get one more picture or two of this, and then we're going to start moving. Alright, we'll probably want to get moving here. May want to go south? No idea if anyone's been blocked. This is that area of not good visibility, which sucks. So let me see here what our options are. Just really don't want to go down toward Galena. That's terrible.
In view to block traffic from coming up.
It's
We
looking
have
north.
flash flooding and a lot of tree debris in the roadway.
It's rolling in fast. Look at that thing move.
This is the Platteville Police Department with a weather alert. The National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Grant County to be in effect until 4 o'clock this afternoon. Once again, the National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Grant County until 4 o'clock this afternoon. Platteville PD is clear at 1541.
Spun around in a second.
A severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Grant County to be in effect until 4 o'clock this afternoon. Once again, the National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southeastern Grant County until 4 o'clock this afternoon. Platteville PD is clear at 1541.
Let me switch radar sites here quick. We'll just head east. We'll go through I can't believe I'm saying this, but we're gonna go through New Diggings, which is gonna suck because the visibility is crap. But to be in the best position, I think that's what we're gonna want to do. Go straight due east. The visibility through New Diggings sucks, but it's going to be better to take W. We'll go past Dump Road, and we want to go through that way because if we go up toward Cuba City and get on 11, we're going to be
Frank William 8151.
Probably going to fall behind.
W 8151.
Oh, maybe not. Let me look at this. No, we'll just shoot north. We'll just have to get buried in the rain here temporarily, but it's not a big deal. Alright, so we'll have to get absolutely drenched here temporarily. Yeah, I appreciate all the directions, folks, but it's not as simple here as just going to areas with good views. We have to stay in a good position for the storm, right? So we got to stay in a good position here to view the part of the storm we want to view. So I got to kind of make decisions here based on that versus just based on where there's hills and valleys and such. Yeah, they upgraded the warning to the south to 70 mile per hour.
Traverse, dark Chevrolet Traverse, the Edward B. Boy 81833.
The really best option we have, because this area here is just all hills, it's miserable. The best option that we have here, folks, is to go east, and then we can drop south out of Shullsburg and catch it somewhere down here. The terrain flattens out. Shut up. The terrain flattens out quite a bit down there, so that'll be a better option. So we'll just go straight across on W. Dump Road is down here. Hopefully all the traffic's not going straight on W. Oh my God, folks, get moving here. There's somebody up here who's like super timid and they're afraid to pull up to the stop sign here and they're not wanting to get moving here. Not sure what's going on here. Look out, everybody. People that know how to drive coming through. Watch out. Oh my God, dude. This poor guy is just panicking here, I think. Yeah, we just want to get east, folks. Then get south into the better terrain, get a better view.
Lines of Spain, Dubuque County Fairgrounds, Concentric Road. Take cover now. Do not drive your vehicle through flooded roadways. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 4 p.m. for southeastern Grant County. At 3:40 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over East Dubuque or near Dubuque, moving east at 35 miles an hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles an hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail. Severe weather has been confirmed by train spotters. Tree damage was reported in the Dubuque area with this storm. Expect damage to roofs, siding, and trees. This severe storm will be near Hazel Green around 3:50 p.m. Cuba City around 3:55 p.m. Other locations impacted by this severe thunderstorm include Lewisburg, Keeler, Lock and Dam 11, Cincinnati, Sandy Hook, and Georgetown. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. At 3:39 p.m., train weather spotters reported thunderstorms producing heavy rain across the Warren area. Between 1 and 2.5 inches of rain have fallen. Additional rainfall amounts of 0.5 to 1.5 inches are possible in the Warren area. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. Expected hazards include flash flooding caused by thunderstorms. Train spotters reported flash flooding of small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets, and underpasses, as well as other poor drainage and low-lying areas. Some locations that will experience flash flooding include
where we, right about, I'll show you guys, right up here is where, we had a hell of a time and kept getting stuck trying to turn around this winter. It's over the top of this hill, I believe. Or was it right back there? Did we pass it in these two places? Definitely a hell of a lot nicer out here than it was back in January or whenever that was.
Be aware of your surroundings and do not drive on flooded roads.
This is 21 miles from Road 50, like Volkswagen Jennifer, the boy YL 25543, the boy YL 25543.
Repeating, a flash flood warning remains in effect until 9:15 p.m. for the following counties in Iowa, Delaware, and Dubuque, and Joe Davies, Illinois. Here is a special weather statement. For the following county, Lafayette, Wisconsin. At 3:41 p.m., Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm over Platteville, 40 miles an hour. Expected hazards include wind. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect.
And it's Dump Road, everybody, right there. That is Dump Road.
At 3:48 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was
looks a little greener this time of year, though.
Near Dubuque, moving east at 30 miles an hour. Expected hazards include 70 miles an hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail.
We've issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Lafayette County now, citing tornado possible.
Locations impacted include Dubuque, East Dubuque, Menominee, Lock and Dam 11, Key West, Rockdale, Lines of Spain, and Edmore. Take cover now. Do Do not drive your vehicle through flooded roadways.
There he comes. Took him a minute to send the pips.
The National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for western Lafayette County, southwestern Iowa County until 4:45 p.m. At 3:49 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Platteville, moving east at 25 miles an hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles an hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail. Expects damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Dodgeville, Mineral Point, Darlington, Shellisburg, Belmont, Benton, Linden, Elk Grove, Ruby, Platte Mounds, Calamine, Lead Mine, and London. Remain alert for a possible tornado. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. If you spot a tornado, go at once into the basement or small
Yeah,
central
we'll go
room
full
in a
screen once we get a better
structure.
view.
For your protection, move to an interior
Wanna get the
room
radar
on the
back
lowest
up there
floor
for
of the
you.
building. Here is a special weather statement. For the following county, Lafayette, Wisconsin, at 3:41 p.m., Doppler radar was tracking a strong
In about 4 miles, folks, and then we're in a little better shape. So this will go to County I, and then we'll jump up to 11, run east. These roads, this vehicle is so high off the ground, it is extremely cumbersome. I cannot go very fast on these winding roads, so we kind of are at the mercy of just doing 35. It's not built for speed. It's built for utility, especially these big ass tires on here, these big sidewalls. Wants to roll all the time. We're almost to a better view, folks. We're almost there.
In effect until 9:15 p.m. for the following counties in Iowa, Delaware and Dubuque, and Joe Davies, Illinois. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 4 p.m. for the following county, Grant, Wisconsin. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 4 p.m. for the following county, Joe Davies, Illinois, in Dubuque, Iowa. A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 4:45 p.m. for the following county, Lafayette, Wisconsin. The National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for western Lafayette County, southwestern Iowa County, until 4 p.m.
Yeah, I see the storms up by La Crosse, guys, but that's like 3 hours away in the chat there. That's like 3 hours away. That would be a terrible idea. Stuff will be done by the time we get there.
Expects damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Dodgeville, Mineral Point, Darlington, Shellisburg, Belmont, Benton, Linden, Elk Grove, Ruby, Platte Mounds, Calamine, Lead Mine, and London. Remain alert for a possible tornado. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. If you spot a tornado,
This is a pretty drive, though.
Into the basement or small central room in a sturdy structure. For your protection, move to an interior
Almost
room
to
on
the
the
better
lowest
view.
floor
We
of
have
the
about
building.
3-4 minutes here.
A severe thunderstorm warning at 4 p.m. for southeastern Grant County. At 3:40 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over East Dubuque or near Dubuque, moving east at 35 miles an hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles an hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail. Severe weather has been confirmed by train spotters. Tree damage was reported in the Dubuque area with this storm. Expects damage to roofs, siding, and trees. This severe storm will be near Hazel Green around 3:50 p.m. Yuma City around 3:55 p.m. Other locations impacted by the severe thunderstorm include Lewisburg, Keeler, Lock and Dam 11, Cincinnati, Sandy Hook, and Georgetown. For your protection,
At half a mile, then County I, everything starts to level out a bit. Then once we get up to 11, which is a state highway, we're going to run east. It's clear as day.
4 p.m. for northwestern Joe Davies and east central Dubuque counties. At 3:48 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over Sandy Hook or near Dubuque, moving east at 30 miles an hour. Expected hazards include 70 miles an hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail.
We'll go full screen.
Confirmed by train spotters. Expect considerable tree damage. Damage is likely to mobile homes, roofs, and outbuildings. Locations impacted include Dubuque, East Dubuque, Waelti, Lock and Dam 11, Key West, Rockdale, Mines of Spain, and
Definitely nothing tornadic here, though.
Over now. Do not drive your vehicle through flooded roadways. At 3:6 p.m., rain during spotters reported thunderstorms producing heavy rain across the warned area. Between 1 and 2.5 inches of rain have fallen. Additional rainfall amounts of 0.5 to 1.5 inches are possible in the warned area. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. Expected hazards include flash flooding caused by thunderstorms. Train spotters reported flash flooding of small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets, and underpasses, as well as other poor drainage and low-lying areas. Some locations that will
Beautiful sights, at least.
Dubuque, Asbury, Dyersville, Epworth, East Dubuque, Farley, Kiosta, Earlville, Delhi, Vilvieta, Worthington, Holy Cross, Luxembourg, Rickersville, Sherrill, Delaware, Centralia, Saintsville, Balltown, and Bankston. Turn around. Don't drive when encountering flooded roads. Most flood deaths occur in vehicles. Be aware of your surroundings and do not drive on flooded roads. In hilly terrain, there are hundreds of low water crossings which are potentially dangerous in heavy rain. Do not attempt to cross flooded roads. Find an alternate route. Repeating, a flash flood warning remains in effect until 9:15 p.m. for the following counties in Iowa, Delaware, and Dubuque, and Joe Davies, Illinois. Here is a special weather statement. For the following county, Lafayette.
Alright, now it's our turn to go east.
At 3:41 p.m.
Made it to the state highway.
Strong thunderstorm over Platteville, moving east at 20 miles an hour. Expected hazards.
Thanks for joining, everybody. If you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel. It helps us out a lot, and also clicking the little thumbs up, the like button when you come in here and view the video.
Minor hail damage to vegetation.
Stream lots and lots of live storm chases.
I guarantee there's going to be people calling us because of the size of the rock. Okay, just let us know if you come across another problem spot. I'll reach out just tell us where the spot is an issue too.
Platteville storm's actually exhibiting some decent rotation by the looks of it on multiple different radars. It's going to head roughly in that direction.
I don't know if I can call it rotation. You hope Rockford gets washed off the map. No, that's a little harsh, but I understand. Oh, you live there? Yeah, that's fair. I used to live by there, so I totally get it. Totally get it. We want to try to stay a little ahead of this thing in case it does try to spin up a tornado anywhere, which I doubt it's going to, but in the event that it does, we want to be able to be mobile and get to that part of the storm and not being caught underneath of it, so let's try to get a little bit ahead of this here. There might be a part of this storm north of Belmont, which is northeast of Platteville, that might be trying to spin, but I wouldn't call it really much on the way of rotation. I think we overuse that word a lot. It appears to be a broad mesocyclone that's not really doing much. I don't want to panic anybody here. It's just kind of typical, though, on the north side of these lines to get that. we get through Shullsburg, it starts to flatten out a bit. If we have to, we can go up toward Blanchardville, but some of these state highways in this part of the state are not places you want to go if you want to view the sky. Once you get maybe about 15 miles east and northeast of where we are, everything flattens out a lot. Much better for chasing. It's just this little corner of the state that's miserable like this for this kind of activity.
Here is a special weather statement for the following counties: Lafayette, Wisconsin. At 3:41 p.m., Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm over Platteville, moving east at 20 miles an hour. Expected hazards include wind gusts up to 40 miles an hour and a half-inch hail. Gusty winds could
60-mile-an-hour winds are the biggest threat with this storm right now as it moves through Platteville. It's going to be hitting Mineral Point probably in about 15 minutes. I know we had somebody watching from Mineral Point earlier. Mineral Point is located right here. Here's the line of strong winds. It's about... Oh, Christ. It's not working. Hold on. Pushing the wrong button here. It's about 5 to 10 miles southwest of Mineral Point. So if you're in Mineral Point, it's going to get windy here soon. I don't think you'll have to worry about any big hail, though. So that's good. Just don't park under a tree branch. Should we get aggressive with this or no? We could shoot up 23 through Darlington. Yeah, we'll go a little bit north and get a little aggressive with this because the view here is kind of lame. It's pretty, but I think we can do better. Take County E up here.
However, gusty winds and heavy rain are still possible with this thunderstorm. At 3:39 p.m., train weather spotters reported thunderstorms producing heavy rain across the Warren area. Between 1 and 2.5 inches of rain have fallen. Additional rainfall amounts of 0.5 to 1.5 inches are possible in the Warren area. Flash flooding is ongoing or expected to begin shortly. Expected hazards include flash flooding caused by thunderstorms. Train spotters reported flash flooding of small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets, and underpasses, as well as other poor drainage and low-lying areas. Some locations may well experience flash flooding.
New flash flood warning coming for southern Grant County.
54 traffic stop. 88 westbound at 57. 88 westbound at
The
57.
National Weather Service has issued a flash flood warning for southeastern Grant County until 7:15 p.m. At 4:04 p.m., the local law enforcement reported flash flooding and mudslides caused by heavy rain across the Warren area. Between 0.5 and 1.5 inches of rain have fallen. Additional rainfall amounts of 0.5 to 1.5 inches are possible in the Warren area. Flash flooding is already occurring. Expected hazards include flash flooding caused by thunderstorms. Law enforcement reported flash flooding of small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets, and underpasses, as well as other poor drainage and low-lying areas. Some locations that will experience flash flooding include Platteville, Cuba City, Hazel Green, Dickeyville, Georgetown, Arthur, Potosi, Ellenboro, Edison, Cordelia, Lewisburg, Rockville, Sandy Hook, Lock and Dam 11, Platteville Airport, Cincinnati, and Big HQ campground. Turn around, don't drown when encountering flat. A severe thunderstorm was located near Spring Green, or 12 miles north of Dodgeville, moving northeast at 25 miles an hour. Hazard, 60 miles an hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, expects damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Spring Green and Arena. Other landmarks included are the following location: Hives Mill. Remain alert for a possible tornado. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. Tornadoes go at once into the basement for small awareness. On the lowest floor of a building.
We gotta haul ass up this road.
Source, radar indicated. Impact, expects damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Dodgeville, Mineral Point, Darlington, Shellsburg, Belmont, Benton, London, Elk Grove, Ruey, Platmouse, Calamine, Lead Mine, and London. Remain alert for a possible tornado. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. If you spot a tornado, go at once into the basement or small central room in the sturdy structure. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. The National Weather Service in Milwaukee, South has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northeastern Iowa County and south central Wisconsin. East Dubuque, Farley, Peosta, Earlville, Delhi, New Vienna, Worthington, Holy Cross, Luxembourg, Rickersville, Sherrill, Delaware, Centralia, Sageville, Ball County, Bankston. Turn around, don't drown when encountering flooded roads. Post flood depths current vehicles. Be aware of your surroundings and do not drive on flooded roads. In hilly terrain, there are hundreds of low water crossings which are potentially dangerous in heavy rain. Do not attempt to cross flooded roads. Find an alternate route. Repeating, a flash flood warning remains in effect until 9:15 p.m. for the following counties in Iowa, Delaware, and Dubuque, and Joe Davies, Illinois. Here is a special weather statement. For the following county, Lafayette, Wisconsin. At 3:41 strong thunderstorm over Platteville, 20 miles an hour. Include wind gusts up to 40 miles an hour and half-inch hail. Gusty winds could knock down trees and blow around unsecured objects. Minor hail damage to vegetation is possible. Locations impacted include Mineral Point, Shellsburg, Belmont, Benton.
Hard to keep this thing in view with the winding road here.
This includes Highway 151 between mile markers 23 and 38. It's outdoors. Consider seeking shelter inside the building. You're listening to NOAA Weather Radio Station WXL64 in Dubuque. The current time is 4:09 p.m. Central Daylight Time. The following is a summary of watches, warnings, and advisories in effect. A flash flood warning remains in effect until 9:15 p.m. for the following counties in Iowa, Delaware, and Dubuque, and Joe Davies, Illinois. A severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 4:45 p.m. for the following county, Lafayette, Wisconsin. A flash flood warning has been issued until 7:15 p.m. for the following county, Grant, Wisconsin. The National Weather Service
Go up through Darlington and try to get as far north as we can, and then try to get up toward maybe Mount Morrow.
Until 4:45 p.m. At 3:49 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Platteville, moving east at 25 miles an hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles an hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail. Expects damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Dodgeville, Mineral Point, Darlington, Shellsburg, Belmont, Benton, London, Elk Grove, Ruey, Platmouse, Calamine, Lead Mine, and London. Remain alert for a possible tornado.
Oh, come on, man. It is 55. Good lord.
If you spot a tornado, go at once into the basement or small central room. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building.
Every time we're in a hurry for the storm, we come up with somebody doing less than or over 10 under the speed limit.
The storm which prompted the warning has moved out of the area. Therefore, the warning has been allowed to expire. However, heavy rain is still possible with this thunderstorm. The National Weather Service has
Yep, better just stop randomly. Dude, it's 45. We're doing 28. What the hell's going on here? Pete's sakes.
Page only. Severe thunderstorm warning has been issued for Waelti County until 4:45. Radar indicated possibly a 60-mile-an-hour wind gust and penny-sized hail. Any spotting by the department is going to be discretionary. Again, the National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for Waelti County until 4:45. Radar indicated possible 60-mile-an-hour wind gust and penny-sized hail. Any spotting by department is discretionary. Q667 pictures of it clear. June 3rd at 6:02.
warning has been issued until 7:15.
Yeah, Timid Driver of the Day award up here. Good God almighty.
At 3:39 p.m., train weather spotters
You're going to have to get around this person. No question about it.
2.5 inches of rain has fallen. 4.5 inches are possible in
Holy moly.
Train spots reported. Flash flooding of small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets, and underpasses, as well as other poor drainage and low-lying areas.
Your trip back to Iowa is ready.
Asbury, Dialsville, Foley, Holy Cross, Lunenburg, Bakersfield, Chernobyl, Delaware.
Yeah, we're going to blow by this person here. Because it's going to start raining and this guy's going to do negative miles per hour probably. We got to keep moving, folks. We got to keep moving. Probably get up there onto 151. Go up into Mineral Point. We'll fall behind a little bit, but then we'll get on 18 and probably blast east. Get out ahead of this thing.
For the following counties, Iowa. Here is a special weather statement. For the following county, Lafayette, Wisconsin. 3:41 p.m.
This truck behind me is getting bad road rage right now. You can tell. Rightfully so.
40 miles an hour and winds could not
Actually, let's take some back roads. I'm not gonna piss around with this. This is gonna get stupid real quick. So let's go northeast. We'll take some back roads. We got time. We got plenty of time.
Broadcast originates from the National Weather Service office in the Quad Cities and is transmitted on a frequency of 162.4 megahertz from Decatur, Wisconsin. The coverage area includes the following counties: Carroll, Clayton, Delaware, Dubuque,
Take F, go up through Fayette.
Jackson, Davis, and Lafayette. You're listening to NOAA Weather Radio Station WXL64 in Dubuque. The current time is 4:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time. The following is a summary of watches, warnings, and advisories in effect.
Yeah, if we go straight, this just becomes F. Let's get just a little bit out of these trees here and we'll have a view again. Sorry about the water drop on the lens. I can't really do much about that. It's sprinkling a little bit.
Warning remains in effect until 4:45 p.m. for northwestern Lafayette and southwestern Iowa counties. At 4:14 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over Mineral Point, moving northeast at 40 miles, and expected hazards include 60 miles an hour wind gusts. Expect damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Dodgeville, Mineral Point, Belmont, Linden, Calamine, and London. Remain alert for a possible tornado. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. Saw a tornado go at once into the basement or small central room in a sturdy structure. For your protection, move to an interior room.
Try spinning the camera forward. Maybe we can blow that water droplet off of there. If we get going quicker, we can get that to run off of there. Sorry guys, I'm trying to position the camera to get a wind current to get that water drop off the lens. So it might not work. Sorry about it, folks. Again, we are driving in the rain, so we're kind of stuck with it.
4:14 p.m. A severe thunderstorm was located over Mineral Point, moving northeast at 40 miles an hour.
Yeah, this is our shelf cloud here. Nothing really of interest here. No tornado risk with this shelf cloud.
Locations impacted include Dodgeville, Mineral Point, Belmont, Linden, Calamine, and London. Remain alert for a possible tornado. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. If you spot a tornado, go at once into the basement or small central room in a sturdy structure. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. The National Weather Service has issued a flash flood warning for southeastern Grant County until 7:15 p.m. At 4:04 p.m., local law enforcement reported flash flooding and mudslides caused by heavy rain across the area of Wisconsin Avenue and
Beautiful shelf cloud though. Yeah, things are working out pretty well. Well, I didn't expect this today, that's for sure. Thanks for joining, everybody. If you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video. You can also visit the website pinned in the description, or the chat, seethestorm.net. Thanks to all of our supporters, super chatters, PayPal folks, etc. We are live streaming, of course, here on YouTube and the Radar Omega application. Severe thunderstorm warning in effect here in Lafayette County, Wisconsin. We're southeast of Madison by about a half an hour. half an hour, 45 minutes, and we're heading toward Verona, but we're taking some back roads. Really pretty looking shelf cloud here. Let's look into the southwest, and we'll pan around here to the northwest. That's due west toward Belmont, and that there is northwest toward Mineral Point. We're heading north, by the way. The shelf cloud is low and it is moving fast. I go through these hills and valleys here, bear with me for a minute. Yeah, pleasure having everybody here. Looks like we got a new severe thunderstorm warning coming out here. Let's see what that's for. Oh, it's for Galena, Joe Davies County. Interesting. It's that flashing polygon.
The National Weather Service in the Quad Cities has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for northern Joe Davies County until 5 p.m. At 4:21 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Menominee or near Galena, moving east at 35 miles an hour. Expected hazards include 60 miles an hour wind gusts. Expects damage to roofs. Locations impacted include Galena, Warren, Scales Mound, Apple River, Menominee, Council Hill, Shepville, Apple River Canyon State Park, Camp, Apple Canyon Lake, and Joe Davies County Fairgrounds. Take cover now.
Let's actually go back there and take that road. I want to stay on F.
Down road. Just pull you down. Unconscious real milk.
I want to stay on F. I didn't think that I wanted to, but I do after further review.
Between 0.5 and 1.5 inches of rain have fallen. Additional rainfall amounts of 0.5 to 1.5 inches are possible in the Warren area. Flash flooding is already occurring. Expected hazards include flash flooding caused by thunderstorms. Law enforcement reporting flash flooding of small creeks and streams, urban areas, highways, streets, and underpasses, as well as other poor drainage and low-lying areas. Some locations that will experience flash flooding include Plantville, Cuba City,
44 copy.
Vickyville, Georgetown, Arthur,
4595 traffic.
Shellersburg, Delmont, Benton, Elk Grove, Ruby, Pleasant Mounds, and Caroline. This includes yourself. Highway 151 between mile markers 23 and 38. It's outdoors. Consider seeking shelter inside a building. This is the NOAA Weather Radio WXG. The National Weather Service in Milwaukee Sullivan has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southwestern Waukesha County in southeastern Wisconsin, southeastern Jefferson County in southeastern Wisconsin until 5 p.m. At 4:14 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Ottawa, or 9 miles southwest of Wales, moving northeast at 25 miles an hour. Hazard, 60 miles an hour wind gusts and nickel-sized hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, expects damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include...
Alright guys, we just gotta get snake our way through these roads here.
Ottawa, Dowson, North Prairie, Palmyra, Rome, Eagle, Nashotah, Waterville, Sullivan, O'Connell Milwaukee Lake, Summit, Genesee Depot, Latham Peak State Park, and National Weather Service Milwaukee Sullivan. Other landmarks included are the following locations: Pewaukee Lake, Ottawa Lake Recreation Area, and Pinewoods Campground. For your protection, move to an interior room.
We'll put radar up here until we get a view.
A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 4:45 p.m. for northwestern Lafayette and southwestern Iowa counties. At 4:14 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over Mineral Point, moving northeast at 40 miles an hour. Hazard, 60 miles an hour wind gusts.
Yeah, went through a bit of a dead zone there.
Locations impacted include Mineral Point, Shellsburg, Belmont, Benton, Al Grove, Bowie, Flatnose, and Caroline. This includes the South. Highway 151 2-mile markers 23 and 38. South Tours.
Things fell apart a little bit on radar.
This is the NOAA Weather Radio WXJ87 in Madison. The National Weather Service in Milwaukee Sullivan has issued a severe thunderstorm warning for southwestern Waukesha County in southeastern Wisconsin, southeastern Jefferson County in southeastern Wisconsin until 5 p.m. At 4:14 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located near Ottawa, or 9 miles southwest of Wales, moving northeast at 25 miles an hour. Hazard, 60 miles an hour wind gusts and nickel-sized hail. Source, radar indicated. Impact, expects damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations intended include Pewaukee, Hartland, Delafield, Wales, O'Connell North, Ottawa, Dowson, North Prairie, Palmyra, Rome, Eagle, Nashotah, Waterville, Sullivan, O'Connell North, Summit, Genesee Depot, Latham Peak State Park, and National Weather Service Milwaukee Sullivan. Other landmarks included are the following locations: Pewaukee Lake, Ottawa Lake Recreation Area, and Pinewoods Campground.
Alright, our severe warning is still in effect, but I wouldn't be surprised if they let it go. Coverage right here either. It's kind of hard to tell.
The storm was located over Mineral Point, moving northeast at 40 miles an hour. Hazard, 60 miles an hour wind gusts. Source, radar indicated. Impact, expects damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations intended include Darkstown, Mineral Point, Belmont, Caroline, and London. Remain alert for a possible tornado. Tornadoes can develop quickly from severe thunderstorms. If you spawn a tornado, go at once into the basement or small central room in a sturdy structure. For your
That is one hell of a shelf cloud, though. Wish we weren't in this area with all the trees so we could see it better. We'll be fighting these trees for a little while here. We're almost to 78, so we're going to go into Blanchardville and then either up 78 or I may go east on 39 and go into New Glarus, but not a whole lot's happening, so we'll probably just go up to Mount Horeb and go across. Well, maybe go across to New Glarus. I don't know. We'll figure it out in a few minutes. It's like one of the worst places in Wisconsin to try to chase something like this too. It's like 20 miles east of here, we wouldn't have any issues.
St. Mary's.
Probably just going to shoot straight east on 39, honestly. We're going to shoot straight east on 39. Got a lot of lightning in these kind of prefrontals. We're here, so we'll go straight east on 39. Try to get a little closer to them. Our shelf cloud's probably going to start falling apart soon. It's not over yet.
Copy that 5-2 is going to be on scene with law enforcement. 52 on scene. No, set up for 72. 72. Yeah, look, if you could have our law enforcement swing by here, just to see if they're needed, we'd appreciate it. Okay, I'm turning.
Alright, yeah, we'll go through Blanchardville, which is kind of a not really much there town. And it'll be on to the new target area.
Charlie 258. Back on your street.
Oh shit, I forgot about this little stop sign right here. Gets me every time. to turn. Yeah, I don't want it. Yeah, never mind. We'll turn.
If you spawn a tornado, go at once into the basement or small central room of the sturdy structure. For your protection, we'll interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Now for the official National Weather Service forecast for South
Plains Rescue 32, and Middleton EMS Kitchen 1. Medical incident. 7220 Maywood Avenue.
South wind at 10 to 15 miles an hour. Chance of precipitation 70%. Tonight, mostly cloudy. Light showers and thunderstorms likely through around midnight. Then chance of light showers and thunderstorms. Patchy fog early in the morning. Lows in the mid-60s. South winds up to 10 miles an hour. Chance of precipitation 70%. Tuesday, mostly cloudy. Chance of light showers and thunderstorms in the late morning and afternoon. Light showers late and chance of thunderstorms late in the afternoon.
Yeah, sorry for the detour, folks, but we got to get through town.
Severe thunderstorm warning for southwestern Waelti.
Take 78, which eventually is going to take us up here to 39, and then it'll be a quick shot east. We're about 20 minutes from being on those other storms, unless they start racing off to the east or something crazy, which I don't think they're gonna.
However, gusty winds are still possible with this thunderstorm. This is the NOAA Weather Radio WXT 87 in Madison. A severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 4:45 p.m. in northwestern Lafayette and southwestern Iowa counties. At 4:14 p.m., a severe thunderstorm was located over the Crow Point, moving northeast at 40 miles an hour. This is within 15 miles an hour wind gusts. Source radar indicated. Extended thunderstorms, sighting increase. Locations detected include Barstow, Crow Point, Belmont, North Carolina, and Ohio.
Yeah, we kind of lost our shelf cloud there. Yeah, we'll go see what those new ones over there in Greene and Rock counties look like. Thanks for joining, everybody. It's been fun so far. Yeah, we've already done more than I thought we were gonna do here. I kind of like these as the target area here. We're right over here. We're only like 20 minutes out. It's really not bad at all. We'll catch up to them, see what they do, if anything. Maybe, maybe not. No fake news here. And there's our Sunday driver up ahead here. truck up here. Gosh darn it. There's a couple of passing zones up here. We'll be alright.
Medic 47 and Fitchburg Engine 3. Medical incident. 2879 Fish Hatchery Road. Unit 2.
Advising for an alarm 4300 to reform lane at the Queen Mobile Memphis Street, followed by security company warehouse general door activation.
Oh boy. Should be a passing zone over this hill. Blow right by him here. No severe warnings on any of our storms of interest at the moment. I'll let you know if that changes here.
I'll be heading to that alarm.
So 139 covering 32 if you'd like to meet disregard.
For those of you that are upset about the comment about the driving, we are doing 37 miles an hour right now in a 55. I know you're pulling a trailer. It's all fine. But we really need a passing zone here, Highway Department. We really need to install some passing zones here. It would be great. This is silly.
The occupancy is.
This guy can't even keep it on the road.
And I would come with a page for Barnabas Fire at 83. Mile marker 6 westbound, one vehicle crash, hydroplane into the median.
I remember my first time pulling a trailer. I remember my first time. Somebody's taking way too much offense to this. Guaranteed.
We'll be at 210 Maple. We're getting the phone number.
Oh my God, we might have to do some questionable activity here. I can't sit behind this guy for the next 13 miles doing 34 miles an hour and 55.
4587.
Nor does the pickup behind me want to do that. Christ on a cracker. Oh, we probably could have snuck around him here, but there's a car coming. He does barely fit on there. Oh, this is one of them. Looks like one of them dump trailers. Dude, there's a car coming and you're left to center. Home fry. You're going to smuck the car. Look at that. He nearly smoked the freaking Buick LeSabre over there. Jeez.
I'll be in the 5800 block. Went on a drive with a...
Don't worry, guys. We're down to 29 miles an hour. Oh, are you kidding me? We got a freaking passing zone and now a bunch of cars are coming. Why is this thing making this?
83 outbound, it looks like it may have some road blockage.
Alright, so if you look at Radar Omega there, conveniently placed, these storms here in eastern Greene County are what we're targeting with the new radar sweep coming in. They are clustering together, and once we get over by Evansville, we may have a view at some of them here. Yeah, look at that, the truck is gone. Yeah, I don't know where he went. I have no idea, it beats me.
Okay, 12 on to Soton.
I don't know what happened either.
Engine 2, steady first.
You're right, it's not easy to control a trailer, but the thing is though, if you're going to be pulling a trailer, you got to be able to control it. Honestly, the way he was swaying, it looked like he didn't have it loaded right. It looked like he had it loaded before the axle. We've seen a lot of accidents because people don't load their trailers properly. People either put them tongue heavy or tongue light, and they're all over the place. there's some keyboard warrior on the internet right now going on to Google Earth trying to calculate if we had a passing zone there or not. And then they're going to try to calculate frame by frame if we were in a passing zone or not. And they're going to make like a 20-minute long post about it that nobody's going to read. Guaranteed. Yeah, I didn't see nothing either. I don't know where he went. He must have just sped up and took off. But yeah, this is where I grew up, guys, and quite frankly, that's just kind of how we drive out here. These southern Wisconsin people kind of drive like assholes. It kind of explains why I drive like an asshole, but yeah, Tim, you're right. I did. I blew him right off the road. He's in the cornfield. Start to see those storms over there that we're headed toward. Kind of crappy, but we're gonna gain ground on them real quick. We got one more town to go through. It's called New Glarus. There's a significant chance that we will get pulled over and issued a window tint ticket while going through New Glarus, because that's all that police department does is write tickets for window tint. No joke. This is actually a known thing, and one of the local news stations actually did a story about it. And interviewed the police chief and something or whatever, somebody from the city, and asked why literally all they do is pull people over for window tint. And they say, oh, it's officer safety. Well, I call bullshit on that, because there's a lot of advantages to having window tint: less theft, less solar radiation, etc. And you can see if the police are too worried about that officer safety, all they got to do is somebody could draft up a bill. Probably get it signed into a law that when you're pulled over by the police, if you've got tinted windows, you got to roll your windows down. It's that simple, and I don't think anybody would have an issue with it. But keep in mind, folks, there is a strong possibility if we pass one of these cops, because I get pulled over here all the time. Well, not all the time, but I've been pulled over here twice for illegal window tint. They literally focus on window tint, so they might even, if we're lucky, they might even get the tint meter out. Tell me how dangerous it is, blah, 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 like they did last time. You know, your back windows are tinted down to 1%. You can barely see out of them. That's a good thing I don't look out my back windows to drive. God darn it. So, oh, but your front windows, they're 15%, and the legal limit is 50, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, well, I can see out them just fine, so thank you. By the way, this last time they did all that and then didn't give me a ticket. I'm like, what was the point of all that? But yeah, it's a known thing. New Glarus, Wisconsin, if you've got tinted windows, you just roll them down. Like, and I'm not even joking. Like, all my friends in high school, you know, we all had tinted windows, and we actually had a kid in class that was really good at tinting windows. And everybody had like dark as hell windows, like 5% or less. And you would just roll them down when you drove through here. Not even kidding. But for those of you that don't know, because we have a lot of people that like to pick out all the illegal things that I do, my truck has a lot of illegal things. The lack of mud flaps, my wheels, I've got offset wheels, and bigger, wider tires, so they stick out a little bit past the fender. That's actually a traffic violation because I don't have mud flaps. Also, the fact that my windows are dark as hell and you can't see in the back ones. The back windows, basically everything behind the front seats is like 1%. Because it's like 2 layers of 5% on top of the factory 20. It's basically like 0. And the front ones here are 20% on top of the factory 50. So they're pretty dark too. But just want to go ahead and put that out there, since we've been on a roll lately with internet of people being complaining about stuff. Just want to go ahead and give you some ammunition to complain about there. So just trying to be a team player here. Wild card, I'm probably going to get pulled over for a taillight out or something. But New Glarus is a cute little town, as long as you don't have window tint. The one cop, yes, the Belleville cop that sits by the school. Joke's on them. I've been driving my white Tahoe by them without a license plate on it for the past 2 months because I don't know where the license plate is. And they haven't pulled me over yet. The white Tahoe, it is legally registered, everybody, but I don't know where the license plate went. I misplaced it when I was switching vehicles. And I've driven by that cop sitting by the high school. And I was even doing 30 in the 25, which is a big no-no when you pass that guy. And surprisingly, I haven't got pulled over yet. I'm waiting for it, and I'm waiting for the lecture of how illegal it is not to have a license plate, but whatever. It has a license plate, I just don't know where the license plate is. And I need to get one, but that requires effort. But oh yeah, I know all about Belleville. I have to drive through Belleville. I go to the Belleville Quick Trip all the time. That is the closest Quick Trip to my house, and anybody that lives in southern Wisconsin knows how important it is. There is a cop over there. I'm rolling this window down. I do not fucking have time for this petty bullshit today. And we'll roll the back one down too. Do not have time for this today. But you know, I know all about the Belleville speed trap. Nothing like Rosendale, though. All right, this cop's eyeballing me, so this light needs to change because I'm not doing this today. We don't have time for a window tint. All right, any day now. There we go. All right, we'll put him back up. He'll be out of his jurisdiction before you know it. Don't get me wrong, folks. I am a supporter of law enforcement. I spent many years in public safety, but I am not a supporter of the pettiness. Like, oh, you're being pulled over for 3 over, or oh, you're being pulled over because I don't like your window tint. I'm not a supporter of that. I'm a supporter of the true heroes, the true law enforcement out there that goes out there, does exceptional jobs. I'm not really a supporter of the pettiness of, oh, you got a window tint violation here. So I just wanted to make that clear. Nothing against any of you police officers. Big supporter of law enforcement, like I said. Worked in public safety for a long time. And there's very few out there that are extremely petty. And those are just, I'm not a fan of that. Didn't want to send mixed signals there. Yeah, the cop could be a subscriber. However, he's probably the one that wrote me the ticket last time, so I'm guessing probably not. It's like that time my license plate fell off. We were actually live streaming back over there in Lafayette County. I was heading out to a storm chase. Some of you may remember this. This was like 2.5, 3 years ago. And license plate fell off. And I was also doing 60 and a 45, but that wasn't the concern. The concern was that the license plate literally fell off on the road. And so we get pulled over, and he's like, yeah, you're missing your license plate. And I'm like, oh, cool. And he's like, you were also doing 60 in the 45, but that's fine. We were live streaming, and it turned into a big show and tell. And he made a comment. He goes, you know your window tint's illegal. I said, yup, it sure is. It sure is. It's illegal as hell. He's like, okay, no ticket. That's the stuff that I don't mind. So I think the window tint stuff is kind of silly. Yeah, a lot of people tell me, oh, just go get the prescription window tint or whatever, the prescription for the window tint. But guys, that also requires effort. And I really don't feel like going to the doctor and lying about how my eyesight is bad or something or whatever you gotta do. Like, I have never been bothered outside of that town. I've never been bothered, so I just don't worry about it. I have to have dark window tint, guys. Like, my skin's really sensitive to stuff. Like, I got a rash, like a big rash, like, on my left ass because a freaking spider bit me the other day while I was getting out of the truck. Like, and it, like, the whole side of my, like, left ass cheek is, like, red. And sorry about the too much information, but it's, like, the upper thigh hip area. But there's, like, this giant red welt, like, the size of a $1 bill from it. And, like, anytime I get bit by a mosquito, like, my whole arm turns red. Like, I'm really sensitive to stuff, and the same with like sunburning. And seriously, I've noticed if I don't have window tint, like my left arm will burn in the summer, like from the sun, and it's really sensitive and it blisters and stuff. And like my left ear will start to burn too, and that'll start to peel. But I also like having the dark tint because it keeps all the equipment cool. So when you're sitting out in the sweltering sun in the summer, it keeps everything nice and cool. Alright folks, we are almost on these storms ahead of us. There ain't much to write home about with them, but we're going to try. Up here. Just keep heading east on 92, I guess. It sucks that our shelf cloud took a dump. This whole severe event is going to crap. But that's okay. Yeah, everybody, thanks for joining, especially if you're new here, welcome. We are headed east, folks, seeing if we can catch up to these storms here. I'm not super enthused about these. I think they kind of look like crap. But I don't know. I thought that those storms earlier looked like crap, and then we ended up with a really pretty shelf cloud, so it might happen. See if I can get a view of these on the roof camera. That's a view off to toward those storms. There's kind of a stronger part of the cluster down there near Broadhead, but not much to write home about. Watching another little updraft down by Warren, Illinois, about to come across into Wisconsin, but I don't think that's going to do anything. might take these all the way to Janesville here, guys. Kind of pretty. Nothing to write home about, though. Nothing compared to what we had earlier. Stuff south of La Crosse, yeah, I'm not too interested in that either. That just looks like a big flash flood or rainmaker right now. I don't think any of this is really anything noteworthy.
Not very bad, something.
Alright guys, I don't know if we're going to see much here on the backside of these storms, but once we come over these, a couple of hills here, we'll get a view. Let's drop south here. A little bit better terrain down here. Yeah, we've been all over today.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah, we really are all over the place here. Yeah, just think, guys, 24 hours ago we were in Colorado.
Coming from the jail, we can be on the phone for 617 Captain.
Copy, baby Emma.
They put a special weather statement in effect. Special weather statement for this one.
Cross Squad 1.
Southwestern Greene County survived 45 p.m. At 5:07 p.m.
Let's go take a look at that.
Radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm near Nora, or 14 miles southwest of Monroe, moving northeast at 30 miles an hour. Hazard, wind gusts up to 40 miles an hour and maple-sized hail.
I can give you my cell phone
Source,
number.
radar indicated. Impact.
Come on, guys, we gotta go. What is going on here?
Around unsecured objects.
Right.
235.
Minor hail damage to vegetation is possible.
Slow speed Sunday out here.
Monroe, Argyle, South Wayne, Browntown, Woodford, and Jordan Center.
Jeez.
If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. Now for the official National Weather Service forecast for a portion of south central Wisconsin.
Let's make this our last play. I wonder if this one will end up going severe.
Showers and thunderstorms likely. South winds around 15 miles an hour. Chance of precipitation 70%. Tonight, mostly cloudy. Showers and
We will see.
thunderstorms likely in the evening. Then chance of showers and thunderstorms early in the evening. Lows in the upper 60s. South winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. Chance of precipitation 70%. Tuesday, mostly cloudy. Chance of light showers and thunderstorms early in the afternoon. Showers likely and chance of thunderstorms late in the afternoon. Highs in the mid-80s. South winds 5 to 15 miles an hour. Chance of precipitation 60%. Tuesday night, showers with thunderstorms likely. Lows in the mid-60s. Southwest winds 5 to 15 miles an hour.
Back in quarters, you guys are in Mount County, Trump Beaches, and Henry Mineral Police. Your report district is Janesville Township 30.
West winds 10 to 15 miles an hour. Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a 20% chance of light rain showers through around midnight. Then clear after midnight. Lows in the upper 50s.
Yeah, we'll go take a look at this. I'm not expecting much, but it's worth a shot.
Thursday and Thursday night, mostly clear. Breezy. Highs in the lower 70s. Lows in the mid-50s. Friday, mostly sunny. Highs in the lower 70s. Friday night, mostly clear. Lows in the lower 50s. Saturday, mostly sunny.
Bitch, 4242. 406 able to help township with
Saturday night,
possible
partly
rain.
cloudy. Lows in the mid-50s. Sunday, mostly sunny. A 20% chance of light rain showers in the afternoon. Highs in the mid-70s. Sunday night, mostly clear. Lows in the mid-50s. Monday, mostly sunny. A 20% chance of rain showers in the afternoon. Highs in the upper 70s. Again, the forecast for a portion of south central Wisconsin, including Janesville. Late this afternoon, showers and thunderstorms likely.
Yeah, I don't know if this one's going to do anything or not. Probably not, but kind of hate to totally give up on it. It's only 10 minutes away.
You have any issue with that?
is having a seizure in the lobby. Crossers are St. Paul to Sherland to St. Paul. Time now is 17:13.
Yeah, that line of storms up there west of Madison, that might even go severe warn. But I don't think it's going to be anything too spectacular. This little cell down here, I wonder, it is possible that something in this area could go severe warn in the next 20 minutes or so. That's kind of our last shot here.
Wisconsin, with severe storms possible. Expect the main hazards to be damaging winds and large hail. And now the extended outlook for the period Tuesday through Monday. There will be chances for thunderstorms Tuesday and Wednesday. Spotter information statement. Spotter activation may be needed this afternoon and evening. Flood watch in effect until 4 a.m. Tuesday. What? Flash flooding caused by excessive rainfall is possible. Where? Portions of south central and southeast Wisconsin, including the following counties: in south central Wisconsin, Columbia, Wayne, Greene, Iowa, Lafayette, Rock, and Sauk.
Yeah, the real place to be today would have been down in Texas, Oklahoma, it looks like.
Kenosha, Milwaukee, Ozarki, Racine, Walworth, Washington, and Waukesha. When? Until 4 a.m. Tuesday. Excessive runoff may result in flooding of rivers, creeks, streams, and other low-lying and flood-prone locations. Additional details: multiple rounds of thunderstorms are expected tonight. Due to the heavy rain potential along saturated soil from west rainfall, there is concern for flash flooding tonight.
17's out of town, give them 21. Right, so those are in the call there.
Copy.
Oh shit, they take a building down there? What the frick? Come on, repave it.
Will do.
Bakerton in the area.
Bakerton in the area. Road call. Certainly seems like it would be more in their wheelhouse. I wasn't sure if that's what they'd be willing to take before they go 42.
Maybe this will have some nice structure on it. We're almost in visual range here. Almost.
Before, do you want to append it into the same case or just...
Hold on.
Actually, then it's 12:39, you copy? I did, thanks much. Yep.
Yeah, well, we basically made a detour because we totally could have just stayed down there on that state highway. this whole time. Pretty much just made a giant loop to get back up in front of this thing. Figure.
743. Baker 1, 1016. Copy, Baker 1.
Yeah, this is the same road we were on when we were videotaping that tornado a couple of months ago. Back in, was that January or February? It's February, right? Yeah, it's February.
2 is clear, VW East. Finished available or returning.
It's February. It was actually the first chase we went on this truck.
On return.
We actually saw that first tornado we saw from literally like right here. Fun fact.
Schroeder. Up to the belt line at Fish Hatchery Road. Apparently somebody's walking on it. We're still getting more information.
Oh, he was passing in a no passing zone. Well, it wasn't when I started, so just saying. Need to put more water repellent on this windshield. The coating wore off of it. Really notice it. Yeah, we might have a little bit of structure up there, guys. It's really hard to tell right now. It's low contrast. It's basically gray on gray. Once we get a little bit closer, it'll be easier to see. But this one might be actually kind of pretty.
Copy.
Tradition Lane, North Tradition Lane, Highway 51. That time now is 1721.
We're almost to this thing. Getting closer. No warning on it, but there's definitely a, kind of a nice little updraft base. I'm not even going to try to show it on screen until we get a little closer, though. It'll start being more obvious once we get turned here a couple miles down the road.
The exit ramp, 88 westbound to US 30. 88 westbound to US 30, Northwest 36. White truck tractor, white summer trailer, white truck tractor, white summer trailer, Florida. U Queen A Adam 27 Yep, Victor. U Queen A Adam 27 Yep, Victor. Florida, trailer plate.
see what we can do. We can make out a little bit of structure in there. Not much. I mean, it's nothing like we've been seeing these past few days. More like what we saw earlier, but we'll count it.
You can throw my parent in the queue and sign me the other stickers.
You got it. I'm going to get you on this exit. I don't know how long till the others clear up. Looks like just completing up next page. Copy, Charlie 10-10-8.
This thing's definitely not organizing. It's not necessarily falling apart, but it's not organizing.
AB.
Sticker copy, copy, correct. We're almost there.
I'll full screen this for you guys. Thank you, YouTube ad. I appreciate that. Oh, there was lightning. It's now a thunderstorm. It's officially a thunderstorm now. Come on, storm. Do anything. Looks like this little bean-shaped storm is getting sucked into
That'll be on at 10:50.
into the flank of this line. Maybe this will do something as it moves northeast. Either way, we're in the path of both of these, so we're in good position. Shelf cloud looking thing. See it there? Hold on, I'm getting the camera spun. It is a shelf cloud, right? I don't think it's an inflow feature.
Here, he's working on getting those information on where this person is.
highway path.
Pretty shelf cloud looking thing, number 2 of the day. Hold on. I guess now I gotta spin you back around the other way. Hold on. You're getting there, guys. Hold on. You're almost there.
A blue SUV and a white SUV in the black lane. I'm assuming they're the same.
So for I copy, yeah, this one.
Oops. That's pretty. Little shelf cloud thing. There might be one actually behind this as well. If you look at radar, we're looking at this part of the storm, but there might be another one back here. So we'll continue west. Get through this, see if we can find another one.
Fire responding 1013 gateway pass for fire alarm.
Alright, we'll go through this one and see if there is one behind this or not. Looks like there might be. We'll go check out the one behind this. Looks a little more organized.
Just to check your area, anything like related to crash.
Maybe we'll get a double shelf cloud. We got one and then another one. Looks like it. I can kind of see the hint of one up ahead. Let's drop to it. Well, maybe not. I might want to drop. Yeah, damn it, I just missed it. Wait till you see this freaking badass looking cloud over here. There's nothing to this, but it's kind of pretty. Hold on, I want to take a slight detour to show you this. We have a gridded... Screaming here. We've got a gridded road network south of here. I want to get down onto this road grid and approach just south of the highway here. Look at this freaking cool cloud right here. Super low hanging. We'll get that in view here, so we'll take a slight detour to get a look at this. Hold on. This is part of this little shelf cloud looking feature. Oh yeah, so we got storm number 1 on the left, and it looks like back over there we got storm number 2. See that little bit of a shelf cloud feature? Got all in one shot right here, people. Go like 1 or 2 roads here to the south and then head east or west just to get off the state highway, because there's a lot better places to pull off here. Not on this gridded road network. I'm surprised we dropped out there. We'll go 1 more or possibly 2 more roads south and then go west. Signal's coming back up, that's weird. Sorry about that. Should stabilize. our new storm.
For more information, please visit ara.wix.com/EARA.
The time is 5:38 p.m. Here is a special weather statement for the following counties in Wisconsin, Greene and Lafayette. At 5:07 p.m., Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm near Nora, or 14 miles southwest of Monroe, moving northeast at 30 miles an hour. Expected hazard with gusts up to 40 miles an hour and may coincide gusty winds can knock down trees or around unsecured objects. Minor hail damage to vegetation is possible. Locations impacted include Monroe, Argyle, South Wayne, Browntown, Whitford, and Jordan Center.
New special weather statement in effect. They're saying winds to 40 miles per hour with this storm.
For the following counties in Wisconsin, Greene and Lafayette. At 5:30 p.m., Doppler radar was tracking a strong thunderstorm near Winslow, or 12 miles west of Monroe, moving northeast at 45 miles an hour. Expected hazard.
02 Foxcom.
40 miles an hour and a half.
03 Private. 05 STS1.
Secured objects. Minor hail damage to vegetation is possible. Locations impacted include Monroe, Broadhead, Monticello, Albany, South Wayne, Browntown.
So it looks like it might be kind of pretty.
And Jordan Center. If outdoors, consider seeking shelter inside a building. At 5 p.m. Texas, the skies were partly sunny. The temperature was 71 degrees, 2.58, relative humidity 90%. The pressure was 29.70 inches and rising. At Freeport, the temperature was 80 degrees, 2.63, relative humidity 49%, surface heat index.
Might actually drop south. No. Yes, let's go south.
Cities partly 7.
Make me forget my note.
Cloudy at 85. Savannah 84. Sterling, Rock Falls mostly sunny at 86. Around the Midwest, Cedar Rapids partly sunny at 86.
The storm's blocking the satellite signal, guys. We're struggling a bit here. We're gonna go down and up here a few times with the signal.
At 87. Milwaukee Thunder at 71.
To be for a 59-year-old female going for lab values. She has a kidney failure. Again, this is for 801. Channel 7 is 1742.
Well, this isn't too bad. Sorry that the signal is garbage right now, but it looks like we're starting to get better signal slowly. Well, then I'll get the roof camera spun around. Taking a minute here. Spin the camera the other way again. Christ. Hold on here.
This is the daily test of Area EMS and Brand Fire District on Monday, June 3rd, 2024 at 17:45 hours. KUO 890 and WNCF 458 clear.
Rolls 11, 1041, mileage 180,890, 180,890.
Well, time to turn around because we're about to get soaked.
One 65635, 165-635.
Work. This. 161 motor just I-39 north from Mount Hope, I-39 north from Mount Hope, 94. Lee County advisors a silver Malibu on the shoulder. Ran over something, hit the flat tire now. I don't have any caller information.
94, Chicago 130.
I don't know why we're struggling with signal right here. Usually isn't that big of a dead zone, but apparently it is today. I like the first shelf above. Yeah, I definitely like the first one better. Yeah, you're looking off just to the south. Back up here to the highway. Yeah, even these low-risk days are usually a lot of fun. I mean, I enjoyed it. We're kind of starting to wind down here. It's not quite over yet, but we're getting to that point. And here comes a bunch of traffic. So. Still got a nice view off to the west. Almost kind of super cellular. It's like an updraft base there. That's not a shelf. Interesting. Huh. Okay. Definitely looks surface based. We'll go up here and stop for a minute.
Are flashing red, and I'm unable to reset them. If you can start tanning. Getty. 11.
Yeah, let's stop. Definitely supercell structure there. This guy needs to get the fuck off my bumper. Definitely supercell like.
Yeah. I don't know if these are typical Ethernet cables. I don't think they are. I think they're a different type.
Come on, cars. Alright, you're fiddle fucking around, so we're gonna go. That is the official word of what they're doing.
I don't know if that was a problem with my other one. I didn't have a problem with it.
Trying to get you spun around. Stop here and watch this. Definitely supercell structure. Not tornadic or anything, though. Pretty.
What I'm going to do when I put it out the door is stuff like that. So I'm probably going to put one on my door. But I'm probably honest the trunk of the door.
This will be a self-report. We self-test. I'll be sending no report.
Yeah, I don't see anything on here that would mark this as a severe storm, though.
Ed, 4.
High school port, magnet mounted. What else? That's it. Camera. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's really low. What the hell we got going on here?
But you know what I really freaking
That is really low. Let's get spun around. Start getting. It's gonna take us a minute or two to get through town. Spin the damn camera around.
Treat caller is a customer who's kind of not doing his work with their public groups and just trying to get verified. We got tail support on it. He also mentioned no damage he's seen in the past. And he's managed to that's a wait there for contact. He's in a Chevy Silverado. Darrow Davis.
Probably just start getting east. I guess. No right or wrong answer here. It's some embedded supercell looking structure, I tell ya.
Ryan from your previous retail theft behavior.
I wonder if this is gonna try to do something.
I don't know how they did that because I was like way back and it's not coming up. Negative. So I don't know.
Sometimes this light sucks.
It'll be shells on priority. You got it, and south.
For Christ's sakes. There's these stupid turn arrows. There's turn arrows for nobody coming. That guy actually just ran a red light because he saw the turn arrow and just went through it. I guess he didn't see us from the rock. Oh my god, can I get a freaking green light? Oh, for Christ's sakes. I swear to God, these traffic engineers put these freaking lights on some sort of mode when we're trying to come through these towns. Imagine someday we'll actually get a green light when we come up to an intersection. We'll just get east of town. Take this thing east.
Evening. The time is 6 p.m. Welcome to the Greene County Amateur Radio Association Aries, Racing, and Skywarn Repeater System, KO9LR, Monroe, Wisconsin.
Kensington Drive for a treat on Bluffing Roadway.
Oh, look, a green light. They do exist.
You guys need any barricades or anything? I don't know if there's much you can do. The lights are still working. People are just going to have to make a decision on whether they're going to drive through or not. You got it. I'll read it as information for now in case we get called about it. Okay.
Good job.
Happy slavery.
So we'll give it one more shot.
Call this in, I'm not finding it.
We can call back. We do have a name and phone number.
Look at that precip coming across the road. It's that precip up there on the right of the screen moving to the left. It's about to engulf the road there. You got terrible signal right now for some reason. Sorry. Use your imagination.
Originally currently the interstate, and this was the safest location they could find us.
field access 15 or 16. As a walker, get an umbrella, and you know the traffic. The swatting is president location.
We'll go a little ways with this squall line, but I don't really have high hopes for it.
Probably actually not get
Take this to the next like county intersection after this one. If it's not doing anything, probably dump it. Alright guys, I'm starting to think we're kind of milking a dry cow again.
Check out.
And with police en route to the Hamaker apartments, 1216 Spring Street. The Bravo response on an odor investigation of possible ignition. Suspect at Green 1811.
definitely milking a dry cow. We are underneath this thing. Yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and start shutting this down because I'm going to go stop for gas and get something to eat. But I appreciate all of our super chatters, the channel members, PayPalers, viewers, etc. Thanks for watching, folks. This is just going to rain itself out, I think. It is pretty, I'll give it that. It was prettier earlier, though. Way prettier earlier. If you folks are new here, definitely subscribe to the channel. You can also go visit our website, seethestorm.net. We do have a Discord server over there too. Yeah, special weather statement's going to remain in effect on this. No severe warning. There is a slight risk tomorrow, and that slight risk is, hold on. Western Iowa into southern Minnesota. But I'm not super, super keen on that. So I don't know if tomorrow's going to be a chase day or not. I'm kind of thinking not. But, looks like Thursday, but probably like Friday, Saturday, Sunday are going to be busy again. So we're going to be right back out there. It's not over, folks. It's still peak season. I don't care what all these people are saying. Oh, the tornado season's over. No, it is far from over. We just now got into high plains season. Far from over. I hope everybody has a really good night. I'm going to start getting out of here. I hope to see you back again here in a couple of days. So until then, take care, everybody, and have a good rest of your night.